Hello everyone, welcome to new patch. So today I will be covering the top 10 decks for this expansion. These decks includes all the cards and all the champions that are newly added in the roster of cards. So expect to see Kayn, Master Yi, Jax, Norra, and Ornn in this list because basically I will be sharing all the best decks in the current patch. So our guide for this video is the stats from runeterra.ar. And after I show the deck, I will just briefly explain what the win condition of the decks are. Number 10 we have Zoe Norra. Okay. Zoe Norra is a Bundle City Targon deck that focuses around the new principle of the game, which is Mysterious Portal. When we say Mysterious Portal, it is a boon that summons a random 2 or 3 cost followers. If your board is full, create a 0 cost fleeting copy in hand instead. So, one strike of Norra will give you a Mysterious Portal in the top 4 cards of your deck. And Norra is an elusive, so it is very easy to put a Mysterious Portal by attacking with Norra. And in this deck, we have a lot of Fey units, so putting Gleaming Lantern is a must, so that we'll have the discount when we drop another Fey with the effect of Gleaming Lantern. And the level 2 condition of Norra is you've summoned 6 plus created allies. Other than the effect of Mysterious Portal, there are ways to summon a created allies through the effect of Fey Sprout and Grandfather Fey. These 2 cards allows us to have created cards. For the win condition of the deck, the deck wins when you have a wide board of created cards and you'll cast a Sneezy Beagle Dust. On that way, either you'll drop the opponent's HP to a very low one, or you'll trade the board that you'll have a lot of units. Next time you'll have the attack token, you'll attack again. So that's how Zoe Norra works, and this is the top 10 deck with a total of 46.92% win rate and 0.33% play rate. So that's Zoe Norra. Next, let's have the top 9. The top 9 on the list is Zoe Kayn. Zoe Kayn is a little bit popular to a lot of people. It has a decent amount of play rate. It has 3.45% play rate. It seems high, but its win rate is 47.99%. That is why this is number 9 on the list. So what is the win condition of this deck? The win condition of this deck is flipping Kayn. And once you flip Kayn, you can either choose to go Red Kayn or Blue Kayn. Usually Red Kayn is the better one because it has Overwhelm and Challenger. It also grows its stats to +1/+1. But if you have exact lethal to opponent, like for example 5 damage, you are missing 5 damage, and you flipped Kayn, you can go for Shadow Assassin because it is an elusive one and its attack is 5 attack unit. Because of the Shadow Sight, you'll grant +2/+0 when you attack with a Blue Kayn. And since this is elusive, there are very few blockers to block the Shadow Assassin. So to flip Kayn, there are ways to flip Kayn, and one of these ways is to attack normally, and the other is striking, because effect of Kayn is if you struck twice, it will level up. And we chose to put it in a Shurima region because of the existence of grappling hook and desert duel. At turn 5 in this deck, you can flip Kayn if you have the attack token and you have enough mana to cast either grappling hook or desert duel. But most of the times you can flip Kayn at turn 6. Ayan. So this is the number 9 card, number 9 deck, Kayn Shurima. Next we have Viktor Master Yi. Viktor Master Yi with a win rate of 48.96% and a total play rate of 0.44. This one is the version of the one that is on the top layer of Viktor Master Yi. Basically, this deck features the new keyword, which is flow. The flow happens during the round start if you have cast 2+ spells last round. And when you flow, you'll increase the attack of all Master Yis everywhere +2/+0. And when Master Yi is flipped, it alpha strikes the weakest unit. Basically, it removes one of the weakest units immediately. And then for the win condition of this particular deck, we have Viktor, which will be the main win condition. Master Yi is just a supporting character in this deck, but Viktor will be the main win condition. Once you've created 7+ created cards, which is not hard in this deck, and you'll discount all the created units, you can almost cast all the spells on this deck because most of the spells will be cheap. And also with the effect of flow, Viktor and Master Yi are very synergistic to each other. So that's number 8 deck, Viktor Master Yi. For the number 7 deck, we have Zoe Kayn. Zoe Kayn is our number 7 list. Its stat is 50.13% win rate and 2.95% play rate. A little bit high. When it comes to the explanation of this deck is more of a Sparkle Fly or Zoe deck other than a Kayn deck. Basically, you will equip your auto-equip spells to Sparkle Fly and Zoe, and hopefully flip your Zoe so that it will become the threat or the win condition of this deck. And a very interesting combo in this deck is Sparkle Fly plus Dragonic Bonds combo. So imagine an elusive lifesteal that has stats of 4-6. It's quite strong. Once you start hitting with a 4-6 Sparkle Fly, you are putting the opponent into at least 5 turn clock. So once you gain all the momentum by putting your Sparkle Fly into a high statted unit, it will be the win condition of the deck. So the win condition of the deck is Sparkle Fly or a flip Zoe. Kayn is just the supporting character on this deck. Another shout out to this card, Utter Devastation. This is like a ruination of this deck, but the good thing about it is if you have equipped your units will not die. All other units on the field will die except your Dark Kayn or your equipped units. So basically, expensive ruination, but the potential to just kill the opponent's unit on the field. For our number 6 pick, we have Zoe Master Yi. The stats of this one, according to Runeterra AR, is 51.03% win rate and 0.48% play rate. So Zoe Master Yi, this Master Yi deck is a deck that utilizes the flow keyword, which is uh, once you've cast a 2+ spell on this turn, you'll flow next round start, which will uh, allow you to increase the attack of all allied Master Yis by +2/+0. This deck wins by having a very strong Master Yi and equipping an Overwhelm to Master Yi by using Gifts from Beyond, or equipping Elusive to Master Yi by using Ghost. Okay, so basically that's how the deck works. The deck is a little bit control-y. It is good in some of the aggressive matchups because of our Eye of the Dragon. Our Eye of the Dragon in this deck can be easily activated because of how cheap our flow units are, or because of how many spells we have in this deck. For the number 5 pick, we have Viego Kayn. So when we look at Viego Kayn, this is another interesting way of playing Kayn. For the win condition of this deck, it is either flipping Kayn or flipping Viego. These two are strong on its own and can single-handedly win the game on their own when one of these two champion successfully flips into level 2. Okay, so we are close to the top. For our number 4 highest win rate new deck, we have Garen Kayn or Jarvan for Kayn. So let's talk about Garen Kayn, but basically these two decks are the same. This is the standard Kayn Demacia deck. So Kayn is very good into Demacia because of all of the strike spells Demacia have in the form of single combat and cataclysm. And Garen is also good with single combat and cataclysm because basically Garen and Kayn has the same win condition, but Kayn is just a stronger unit when it comes to closing out the game. When you play this deck, you just have to make sure that you have enough mana to protect your Garen or Kayn, and then you can easily control the board because of a lot of strike spells that your deck have. Similar to Garen Kayn, Jarvan for Kayn is basically a same deck to Garen Kayn. It is a Kayn Demacia deck, and it can still easily flip Kayn in the form of single combat, concerted strike, and golden aegis, and you can just close out the game with either flipped Jarvan for or flipped Kayn. But the one that damages the opponents most is the red Kayn, a flipped red Kayn. Okay, so for the top 3 deck in this new expansion, top 3 deck that features the new cards, we have Vijax. So Vijax has a total of 52.1% win rate and 3.41% play rate. A little bit of the popular deck. This is on the popular side. Jax Vi focuses on flipping Jax or having a very strong or highly statted Vi and putting Overwhelm on this Vi. So basically, that is the simple way to explain how the deck wins. If the high attack powered Vi strikes the opponent, and let's say it has an Overwhelm from the equipped cards, and you did not kill the opponent yet, you can close out the games with Get Excited and Mystic Shot. You don't have to worry about discard fodder with Get Excited because you'll always get the free card from the equipped units that died. Concurrent Timelines is also a good addition in this deck because once you concurrent timelines all the auto-equipped cards, you'll gain the stats, and once they died, you'll also get the card on your hand. So this is very insane, very strong new deck, which is Jax Vi. For number 2, there are different adorations of this deck in the list, but let's just call this one Ornn Timelines. There are different versions of this deck. We have Vi Trundle Ornn, which has 56.5% win rate, Trundle Caitlyn Ornn, which has 56.48% win rate, and Trundle Ornn that has 55.06% win rate. Let's just call this one Ornn Timelines. So Ornn Timelines is a timeline deck that just happened to be playing Ornn because Ornn is a Freljord and it fits the region combination of Trundle and concurrent timelines. That's basically it. This deck is just an updated version of the Trundle Timelines deck. For the win condition of this deck, it is either having a tempo swing at turn 8 with Trundle's Ice Pillar transformed into a very strong 8 cost, and then if you still have enough mana, you can go Burden Ice and then destroy or obliterate all the opponent's units. You'll swing, you'll kill the opponent. That's how Ornn Timelines works. And for the number 1 new deck of this expansion, we have Nami Twisted Fate Ionia. I know that this deck is not new anymore, but the new feature of this deck is it is now using Ionia as the second region. This version, I copied it from the Nami Twisted Fate God himself, Cephalopod. So this is his version, and basically, this is it is hard to explain how this deck works, but the main win condition of this deck is you will buff your elusive units into very strong, high stats, high powered elusive units by the effect of Nami, level 2 Nami, or Fleet Admiral Shelly. That's how this deck works. And to do that, we have a lot of cheap units like Ionia Tellstones, the 1 cost from the Coral Creatures, Light 'em Up, Twin Disciplines, and a lot of units. We'll have a lot of cheap spells in this deck. And so that's how the Nami Twisted Fate Ionia works. And this is the best new deck in this new expansion, Awakening. That's all for the video. Next week, I will be covering the top 10 decks in the date of September 5 up to September 9. So I will be covering the top 10 meta decks using the Runeterra AR as my guide. So please like, share, and subscribe for more top 10 videos. See you again next time.